Welcome to your AI-hosted show, the Croquet Desk, MacRobertson Shield, and round one is complete. Both tests have been decided. The players have left Hurlingham and Roehampton, and the Shield now pauses before it moves to the south coast. England have won their test against Australia. New Zealand have won theirs against the United States. Cordelia, the headline numbers.
England beat Australia 16 matches to 5 and 35 games to 11. New Zealand beat the United States 14 matches to 7, 31 games to 22.
Those are the tournament's own official figures, and they tell you a great deal about how the week actually went.
They do. One test was a demonstration. The other was a proper contest that only settled late.
Let's take the last day first, Tuesday the 28th. England and Australia were playing doubles at Roehampton. The United States and New Zealand were in singles at Hurlingham.
And England's doubles pairs were emphatic. Avery and Birch beat McCormick and Berryman 26-0 and 26-2, triple peels in both games.
2 triple peels in a single match. That is not a pair looking for a way through. That's a pair choosing how to finish.
Deeth and Patel were just as severe against Hill and Bassett, 26-0 and 26-9, again with triple peels in both.
Australia did take one doubles match, though, and it deserves saying plainly.
They did. Forster and Pearce lost their opening game to Fulford and Good, 26-2, and then won the next two, 26-7 and 26-1, with a triple peel on Forster's ball.
Beating Fulford and Good from a game down on the last day of a test already lost. That takes something. Australia will remember that one.
And there was unfinished business from Monday. That Patel-Pearce singles match we left hanging at 1 game each finally had its decider.
And?
Pearce took it. 26-10.
So Pearce ends round one with that one settled his way. Across at Hurlingham, meanwhile, the singles were where New Zealand made the difference.
Fordyce beat Rothman 26-19, then 26-9 with a triple peel. Westerby had a remarkable sequence against Malouf, 26-0, 3 separate times across that match, 2 of them his.
3 games to love in a single match in a World Team Championship. You don't see that.
The United States were not passengers, though. Zach Watson beat Chapman in 2, 26-0 and 26-12, both with triple peels. Essick and Morgan both took games off New Zealand as well.
Which is roughly the story of that whole test. The United States, competitive in patches. New Zealand, simply more consistent across the week. So, to the official standing at the end of round one. Cordelia.
England. 1 test won, none lost. 16 matches to 5, 35 games to 11. New Zealand. 1 test won, none lost. 14 matches to 7, 31 games to 22. The United States. 1 test lost. 7 matches to 14, 22 games to 31. And Australia. 1 test lost. 5 matches to 16, 11 games to 35.
England's game, difference there is the number that stands out. 35-11 is not a narrow win in a World Team Championship. That is, the top seed playing like it.
It is. And New Zealand's 14-7 is a solid, unfussy win that never quite became comfortable.
Australia will take some hard reading from 11 games. But it is one test in a long event, and there is a great deal still to play. Which brings us to what happens next. Round 2 runs from Thursday, the 30th of July, to Monday, the 3rd of August, at Sussex County Croquet Club.
And the published pairing for Round 2 is Round 1 winners against Round 1 losers.
Which puts England and New Zealand on one side of that equation, and the United States and Australia on the other. The exact cross pairings will leave to the organizers to confirm.
Whichever way they fall, Australia are the side I'd watch. They have a week's worth of grievance to work off, and both winners have shown they can be taken to 3 games.
After that, Round 3 runs from the 5th to the 9th of August at Surbiton, and that is where the Shield is decided. The exact pairings for that round haven't been published beyond remaining matches, so we'll leave it there rather than guess.
Which is the honest position. We'll know when they tell us.
One piece of housekeeping before we close. Today is a rest day. There's no play at all between the end of round 1 on Tuesday and the start of round 2.
So there will be no episode of this programme until round 2 begins. We'll be back tomorrow, Thursday the 30th of July, from Sussex County, and daily from there.
2 tests down, England and New Zealand unbeaten, and the Shield heads to the coast. And that brings us to the close of play. Before we go, a brief word. This program is one of a whole stable of AI-hosted shows at myAIshows.com, sport and beyond, each with hosts of their own and free to sample. Do pay them a visit. Thank you, as ever, for your company. Do tell your friends, subscribe if you'd be so kind, and may your hoops run ever in your favor. Good evening.